Fantastic.
I'll rugby tackle you to the ground. There's no way you're keeping them on. So tell me about this. I mean, you've done this sort of stuff before. What sets this trip aside from what you've done before?
Well, speaking from my perspective first, my last trip, Joe and I have done a lot of sailing together. We've sailed across the Atlantic in a little 29-foot boat, and when did we do that? In 95. Sailed fast forward back from Japan in 96. So we've done a lot of sailing together. We've also done trekking independently in the Arctic and the Antarctic. This time we're coming together to combine sailing, kayaking and trekking.
And you have to lug these kayaks, well, there'll be two of these kayaks, I imagine, all the way with you.
Yeah, we've taken all the insides out of them. There's all the seats, and we'll just be packing all our equipment inside that, and we'll be hauling them. And then hopefully, if we need to do paddling, we can fit ourselves in there as well as all the gear.
There's a climb, I believe, that you have to do up to a plateau at some point. How high is that climb?
Well, 6,000 feet is basically the height of the mountain range that's coming from the tip of Antarctica. That mountain range is called the Trans-Antarctic Mountain Range and runs all the way to the pole. And we've got to get up and onto it. And that's why we've got to paddle, because you can't get up and onto it at the point where we're dropped. So we have to paddle for about a week to gain access to a glacier that we're going to follow the glacier up.
And you're going to haul these up the glacier?
That little thing there, yes.
This is not a little thing. This is a very, very heavy thing. And you're going to have supplies and things in it.
Yeah, we need,
20 days of food and fuel and equipment and things. So.
Good heavens!
That'll be interesting.
I mean, what do you do to practice? Obviously, you've been practicing hauling these things around, but I mean, you can't actually replicate those conditions, can you?
No, I mean, we train down here on the Yarra. We train at a mercantile rowing sheds with but they're in K1s, the racing kayaks, so that builds up the cardiovascular and the upper body strength for it. Leg-wise, it's a lot of rollerblading and running and that sort of thing, and bike riding. So you've got the strength there, and experience. You know, at the end of the day, we've both done a lot of these trips, and you know, you don't go out there and go hard, you just go out there and you just keep on going, day after day.
What are you expecting it'll do for you? I mean, I believe it's absolutely beautiful there. Are you going to be able to sit back and smell the roses and appreciate the scenery, or is it just going to be one foot after the other?
Yeah, I think it will be spectacular. There's no doubt about that. It really is one of the most beautiful places in the world, and just the huge mountain ranges and the wildlife and things is just amazing. And we will get time, not a lot, I don't think, but most of it is sort of, you head down hauling these things and sort of pushing into the wind and snow and things. So.
And this is unassisted, which means that while you're actually out there trekking, there's no one else with you. But you do have a support crew on a boat, and they're going to drop some supplies off for you, aren't they?
Once we've completed the crossing and we're there, we're going to rendezvous and pick up some resupplies on the west coast. And then we're going to take it easy and just cruise down the west coast and take in the wildlife. It'll be beautiful.
The yacht's got a heater on board and everything, so we're looking forward to that.
Why did you bring the heater this morning? You could have left the kayak at home, brought the heater with you. That would have been good.
I think they'll be giving you a hard time to us. I think they'll be rubbing it in, somehow.
Now, you two have known each other since school. Did you talk about doing all this adventurous stuff when you were at school?
I don't know. I think I talked about football at school with Joe, but look, we boarded together, so somebody was asking the other day, how do you go about putting a team together for a trip like this? And I always go for compatibility. Not necessarily skill set, but compatibility. Well, and my good friend Jay here, we've got both.
So you never have an argument?
Well, he doesn't say much.
Well, that probably helps. How about your ticker, Peter? Because you've had, a few operations on the heart.
Ticker's good.
What about
I had it taken out. No, I've had my aneurysm replaced from my heart down to my diaphragm. I had a blowout out of thoracic aneurysm a few years ago, so my aorta's been replaced with the Dacron tube, which is appropriate, seeing as I'm a sailor. And that was my second lot of heart surgery. I had my first lot of heart surgery when I was 8. I had a hole in my heart, so I'm a dodgy investment from his point of view.
Exactly, I'm not going to put haul him in this.
Yeah, that's right. You'll have a little.
Oh, we've seen that going.
You'll have a little kip in the kayak, and you are going to raise money for MS, which is a good cause too. Well, best of luck, and pleased to have been able to help you acclimatise here this morning.
Fantastic. I'd love to leave you with one of the jackets.
But don't worry, you're not leaving. I told you, I mean it. Thank you.
No problem. Thanks for having this show.
She's about to crash tackle both of them. Peter Bland and Jay Watson there, and after the break, a look at